everyone, good afternoon. So many already here before me. It always makes me laugh how punctual you all are. Good afternoon. Who's here? We got Kenny, Leslie, Pat, Miranda, I'm trying to go up, Kat, Lozzie, Vicky, I'm trying to see, anyone I missed? Hello everyone, good afternoon. I have just a little, you probably guessed by now, I've got like a 10 to 15 second delay from when I say something to when you get it. Just, you know, it's just one of those things. Hi Alyssa and Robin and Becky. Hi. Okay, I think we should be back now. Are we back? Is the sound back? Okay. We have sound issues every now and then. I have no idea why. I'm just guessing it's connection. Okay, as I was saying, we are tackling one of the nemesis of the colouring community, which is one of those things that we all, I hear it so often. I am so scared of doing fur. Well, I'm with you. They got in there early, cat. The gremlins are out. And whilst I'm doing this, I thought I'm going to do the tag live rather than pre-record it because I'm with you here anyway. So why not? So there was a get to know me tag going around and there's 34 questions. I'm not sure who started the get to know me tag. Does anyone else know? Well, whoever started it, thank you for starting it. I am just going to jump in there and I'm going to do mine live whilst we're chatting. Hi Tara, hi Doris, anyone else? Okay, so I'm not a professional. Hiya Heather, hiya Connie, hi Pamela, that's okay, you lurk away. Hi Mary, hi Melody, and Bianca and everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Okay, so we are going to be using a lot of, yeah, I can send you them, that's no problem. Okay, just send me a message and I'll pop them over to you. I've got them copied and pasted anyway, so I'll send them over to you. So 34 questions in that, but as you can probably see, we're going to be using predominantly pastel pencils, which can be a little bit messy. So your tools, you don't necessarily have to have the same ones, but have the same tones in pastel pencils, and I will show you what the tones are. I've got them all pre-done for you, so we've got them there, and we will be using detailing in Prismas. But I do like pastel pencils, and I'll tell you why. They give a good base for one, they're quite textured for two, and they are quite good for mixing, because you can mix them, and I just get a cotton bud as well. So the good thing with fur is you can have a good base built up, and then after that you can build on with detail. Hi Mandy. Instagram, message me over on there. I'll send them over to you. So I'm just clearing my throat. I snuck a sandwich in just before I went live, and I feel like I snuck it in a bit too quick. It's still in the throat. So yes, pastel pencils. You don't need these ones, but I will give you the links for them after. You can buy them in singles on Cult Pens, so you don't have to be buying the sets. You can just buy singles if that's what you wanted to try. Up to you entirely. If you've got pastel pencils, fine tones in similar. So oranges and light browns, dark brown, and that mid-tone ochre tone, that's kind of what you're looking for. This one and this one are for the ears, because the ears have got like, not a skin colour as such, but you know, they're like pinky, aren't they? So I picked those out as well, and then we'll be using details in Prismas. Get yourself a brush, any brush. I'm going to use my new Nuvo sweeper brush, just so that if you get any dust, which pastels do use dust, well, you've got a brush at the side. Also with the CarbOthellos, they give you a sharpener, and so for the CarbOthellos and the pastel pencils, I'll be using that because the hole is that little bit thicker, and for my Prismas I'll be using my swordfish. I'm trying to think of anything else. and a white pencil. Now, white pencils don't always show up. They can muddy. I've got a Lumi to help pave the way. And yes, I'm colouring Marmalade. Hiya, Anna. Yes, Becky. Hi, Bo. That's okay. You look, hun. That's fine. So I'll be using a mixture, but I will link all of the colours that I use in the description after. I'm trying to think of anything else that I need to tell you before I start. I don't think so. So, pencils, your pastel sharpener, a brush of any kind, makeup brush, sweeper brush, foundation, any brush. It doesn't matter, just a brush. And then when we push this aside, we'll be using Prismas and maybe a POSCA. We shall see. Okay, are we all good? Does anyone need any? Oh, and a couple of Q-tip cotton buds, whatever you call them. I call them cotton buds, but I call them Q-tips as well on streams just because I know the majority of you from the US and it makes more sense for me to say both. So a couple of those, and that's just to base when you're basing, just to smooth out some of the base before you start going in with first. So you are going to put a base down before you start layering in all those lovely lines that you all just love so much. Hi, Gary. Hi, everyone. Hi, anyone I may have missed. Kenny, my lovely, one more day. One more day. So yeah, that's what we're going to be having. And as I go along, I will be in chat as well, but I will be answering the get to know me tag questions. And I'll try and answer them as honestly and like, obviously I'm going to be honest, but sometimes put on the spot. Are you all, anyone here the same? When you put on the spot, you can't think. Like, people ask me questions and I think, oh my God, I've gone my mind's gone blank. I've gone like mush. I can't think. Okay, I'll send them over a bit later, hon. Oh, I saw you're back at work, Leslie. I'm so sorry. Be careful. Be safe. Hi, Dana. Okay, so these are, you're going to wonder why I've got 3. This is today's. This was one I just wanted to have a little play around with originally, a good few months back now, and this was the result of what I came up with in the end. However, I would even do it differently to this now because I didn't do as many strokes, although I am happy with the way that Marmalade came out. We named her Marmalade because Honor's cat, well, it's her mum's cat, is one of the most striking ginger cats I've ever seen in my life. I loved Marmalade when he was a kitten, and I loved the colours of Marmalade, and he was pure ginger tabby. So I really fell in love with Marmalade, and that's what I based this on. Not doing a whole picture, but just honestly just going to be doing the fur today. But I hope you're all okay. All right, so I'm going to come down. Is your lighting okay, guys? Are you all good in your screens? Thank you. And let me know if there's any issues with sound like you always do, because, you know, stick with me. If it buffers, it just means I've gone to sort the sound out, but I'll be back. So if my sound ever goes, put it in big caps for me, and then you can just long it out for a second, and I do come back, I promise. I don't go disappearing for long, and if I do, that means that I'll open a new stream. Hi, Lucy, hon. Okay, as I said, I ate that sandwich way too quick. So sorry about that. Let me just have a sip of tea. Bear with me. Hi, Shelley. And I'll quickly fill you in on hashtags and what we're up to as well. That's what also I've got to do. Hold on. Okay, I stopped the sound for a second. Hi, Tanya, honey. Hi, Winchester. How are you doing? I was just watching The Boys. I'm on season 2 again. Something wrong with me. I need to rewatch them. Okay, before we start, just quickly, the July hashtag. I'm finally back with them. Hi, Rochelle. I am absolutely fine. Thank you very much. So the July double page party. Any double page, but not one that you've previously started. You've got to start a new one just for this hashtag. So this is over on Instagram. My Instagram is in the description down below. It's also the information all on the post over on Instagram. It starts the 1st of July to the end of July. So that's the July hashtag. However, this week from Monday, we are on the colour marathon, which means you have to colour every day. Every day. I did, Lozzie. How did you know? I did. I was gulping. Okay, so it is the colour marathon, which is the summer colour marathon 2020. I will pop a few of these throughout the year, which means you have to dedicate a whole week. I have been true to my word, and I have done yesterday, and I'm going to do today with you. So tomorrow we will do something else. Becky, no, we've got to start new ones. I'm torturous, aren't I? I've gone and tortured everyone. I was the same. I've got a double pages to finish, and I thought, oh crap, I've got to start a new one. So no. So we have the colour marathon, which is going on right now. It started yesterday, and it's going to Sunday. So really grab a whip. You can grab a new picture, you can grab something and colour it. So every single day, all week, make sure you dedicate even 10 minutes. So that is what I'm up to. And no. Oh, Lozzie, you don't need to be hearing that. Okay, so how I'm going to start off my little fella, our little marmalade. I'm going to start with the ears and the base. So we're going for some yellows to base off, and I'm going to go for the ears in a couple of pinky tones. So we're using CarbOthellos, which are the Stabilos. I love them. I've got a couple of classes to do on these, and I'm really excited for it. Connie, honey, we can try and do one of them on Kirsty's, maybe, if you're still joined. She's got the CarbOthello pastel hair. Hi, April, hun. Good afternoon, everyone. Oh, Lozzie, you would have noticed the gulps. The gulps. They're quite loud down the mic. I feel really sorry for everyone when I do it, and I think after, oh crap, should I have turned that off? Okay, so we're going to be doing 692 and 642 and 681 and 105 at this little segment. We're going to start with the fur. So we'll start off with a very light base of these two. I'm going to mix in 2 yellows, very light yellows, and then we're going to Q-tip or cotton bud some of it outwards. We're going to make a base, and you might get a little bit messy, but that's okay because you can always erase it and then go and fixative it. I'm personally going to fixative like after the stream, not before. And then I'm going to answer your questions. If there's anything else in the chat, remember, put it in big capital letters for me and I'll try and catch it. Otherwise, I'm going to do the tag questions. So I've got a bunch of questions here. And as you can see, the first one is, what is your name? What's your nickname? That kind of thing. So I'm going to try and answer them. Hey, Pickle. My little sparkler. All right, so we're going to go for 692. And the first question is, what is my name? My name's Samantha. No one ever calls me that. Can someone please help me pick a colour? I'm recovering from, oh, you're recovering from store. You want a colouring page? Anyone want to help our lovely Aquarius, Taurus, Colouring and Tarot Haven? It's Miranda, isn't it? Is it Miranda? I don't want to get your name wrong. But the name, I'm just going to call you Aquarius for now because it's easier for me to look at so I don't misplace your name. Pick a page. Okay. Let's go for this one. My name is Samantha. I was named by my nan. So we're going to just start a base of yellow. I get called Sam most of the time, like Andrew family, or Sammy. Sammy's a big one. Usually my name, Sammy, is spelt with a S-A-M-M-Y for some reason by family. And I always liked spelling it S-A-M-M-I-E. So my nickname is Sammy. And I won't even bother telling you what my nicknames from Andrew are because they're just crazy, absurd. But he's just ridiculous. But I've always been called Sam or Sammy. So my nickname's either Sammy or just crazy names that Andrew likes to make up for me. So that's questions 1 and 2. Has anyone here got a nickname? And by the way, I've put in the description the link for this page as well, so if you wanted to get this page. So we're just doing a base for now. You always need a base with fur, and the good thing is with pastel pencils you can mix. Anyone got a nickname here? Let me know in the chat and I'll read them out before I move on. And what's your full name, if you don't mind disclosing that? If you, not your full name, but like if you've got a screen name, what's your names? B, that's so sweet. Okay, so we just put in, oh, silly me. Hey Linda, I'm just using this one for the minute. So we're starting off with a yellow base, just because it really does enhance all of the orange. You'll see in a minute how enhanced it goes. So Aquarius says Flossie or baby girl. That is so sweet, but your name's Miranda. Cat is, and it's your nickname. Tigger, Tanya, I love that. That suits you actually. Shah, I love Shah. Shannon we call Shah now. As soon as she told me that the little boy that she looks after calls her Shah, that was it. It stuck. I love Shah. Shaloz, I love Shaloz. I've named Shaloz and Shannon and Lozzie as the team. Okay, get a Q-tip. I'll try and talk my way through it as well. So that's just a little bit to base, and as you can see, it creates quite a bit of dust, but you can use that dust to your advantage because you can spread it. So we're just getting a base down, and you want to see where you've got highlights and lowlights. Kabouter is gnome in English. I love that. Yeah, Team Shalos. I love it so much. Okay, we're going to come back to 692. Just this one for a minute. Okay, next question. Do I like my name? I don't like it. I don't hate it. My nan, I love that my nan named me. Apparently, don't laugh people when you hear who I was named after. I was named after a page 3 model, Samantha Fox. She was a topless model at the time, but my nan liked her. Don't ask. True fact, I was named after a topless model. I was like, what were you thinking? So, but she was quite big at the time, and my nan just heard her name and liked her. So there you go. I was named after someone who used to like flash in her flesh. Oh, so yeah, that's where my name comes from. I don't like it. I don't hate it. It's just, it is what it is. Yes, she was a singer. She was an entertainer. She was a topless model at times. We'll just forget that part. I am not going down that route, but that is exactly where I was named after. My mum will tell you. I promise. Are you, Kirsty? So yeah, I won't be flashing flesh. Don't worry. She was good in her day. I'm going back to 105. So we're just basing at the moment. Okay, when's my birthday? 22nd of April, which means I'm a Taurus. I quite like April. It's not a month that's too cold, so I'm good with that. What are my 3 favourite colours? Okay, I love like dusky pinks. Going back to, I'm still on 105. We're just going to spread out first. So he's going to be a based one, and then we're going to go with fur. I love dusky sort of pinks, rose gold pinks, that type of pink. Not in your face candy floss bubblegum pink, not that pink. Like a nice toned down pink. I love pinks. I'm quite a girly girl in that sense. You're gonna, I know people say it's not a colour, but I love black and white. Like all my clothes are black, white, they're quite plain, but I do really like pinks as well. So I know they say that you can't choose black, but I'm choosing black. I like beiges, you know, I like autumnal colours as well, but I'd say that pinks, if I had to choose like a dusky, a really nice dusky pink would be my top one. No way! Yeah, I mean, I'm proud of, you know, things like my naming. Yeah, it's just funny that they name me after. I'm still on 105. Name me after a topless model. That's just funny. I'm just like, wow. Way to go, Nan. Bless her heart. She's not around anymore, but she liked the name. So what can I say? Yeah, all the vintage pinks, soft pinks. I like dusky colours, dusky purples, dusky pinks. You know those types. I really like a nice deep sort of dusky sage green. I wouldn't have it in my house, but I like it to look at. And I quite like, you know, like a coffee colour. I like those types of colours. So I'm quite plain in that. Right, so we're just getting a base going, because don't forget we're going to go from that to that. So can you see how we start? We're just going to start like, ah, brilliant. Okay, what are my 3 favourite quotes? I like to throw the "you only live once" quote around when I'm buying something. 692 we're on. I like to throw that around. You only live once. Press buy. Treat others how you like to be treated is another one, and I live by that one. I think I would say I do. I wouldn't say that I would ever treat someone how I wouldn't want to be treated, even though people test your limits in life, but still. My third one, oh, I don't know, this one's hard. My other favourite quote, I love Amazon. Should I say that? Is that a quote? Okay. That might be a quote. I don't know. That is a quote, right? Now it is. It's become life. Yeah, let's just call that a quote. Okay. What is my favourite TV show, first of all? Okay. My all-time is Desperate Housewives. Supernatural comes very close, and Grey's Anatomy. I just love them all. My favourite theatre show that I've ever seen would probably be the Lion King Broadway show that is out, or West End. And my favourite YouTube, there's too many. I can't pick that one. And movie is The Greatest Showman. I love Moana and Dirty Dancing. They're all. I can't. Yeah, exactly. I love Amazon. That's got to be one, hasn't it? Come on. I think we all say it. Oh, I can't pick. Don't ask me to pick the favourite housewife, because I can't. I love them all. Brie is absolutely hilarious. Susan's just steals my heart because she's so klutzy. Gabriella is just absolutely flipping hilarious. Lynette, I love her and Tom together. I can't pick. I love them all. Okay, so I'm just blending some in. So we're looking at where we want highlights, lowlights, etc. now. So what I'm going to be doing is picking out all these areas of where I'm going to have dark, and I'm just going to enhance them a little bit with the 692. So that's what I'm doing while I'm talking. Oh my gosh. What are 3 qualities that I like in a best friend? Honesty is the biggest one, I think. I'm not for liars. I can't stand liars. Loyal. I think being a loyal friend just means being there for someone when they need you most. And I'm a true believer in that. It makes a good cup of tea. Am I allowed that one? Yeah. It makes a good cup of tea. Okay, I'm just blending that in. Now, we're going to have quite a lot of dark in this area. So we're going to just base down some of this, because this is going to really enhance your orange. So with pastel pencils, your start off is really your biggest get-go. Okay, next one. What is your dream? I'm not like a big dreamer in the way of I've got these grand things like I have to go traveling, or you know, I need like a Range Rover or a Ferrari. I'm not that type. My dream is just to have a family and settle down in that sense, and just have a very happy, fulfilled life with Andrew, I suppose. That's always been my dream since I met him. So just to be happy and healthy has always been my number one priority. So I'd say that's my dream. Although I would love to travel a little bit more, you know, etc. So if we're going to go on extravagancies, it'll probably be travel a little bit more. If we're going to go on just what I've always wanted, it'll probably be just to have a family, like have a baby. Maybe move from where we're at, like sell up, and maybe have a house one day. That would be my dream. Hiya, Debbie. Yes, I'm doing the tag, hun. I'm doing the tag. Okay, so that would be dream. Do I wear makeup? God, yes. I am so sorry for everyone that says, you know, that, oh, no. I'm like, I am not going to be saying no. I've got to be honest. Sorry, ladies. I am all for natural beauty, but I am not a natural beauty, and I need makeup. I need it. So I'm just putting in 105, and I'm just going to blend that out. You know I'm not well when I don't wear a bit of mascara. You just know I'm not well. It means I'm having a really bad day, or I'm unwell. I wear mascara every single day. And that just is nothing for Andrew. It's not for show. It's for myself. Okay, I'm just going to put this all over now. Let's go all over. So I've always done it because confidence wasn't a great thing, and I felt I needed that to make myself feel better. And now I can't be without it. So I only wear small, minimal makeup. I don't have a full face. I literally put a tiny bit of mascara. My makeup takes me 10 minutes. I do mascara and foundation. Bam, done. But I've always felt, and I've always been an advocate of ladies feeling like, you know, comfortable in their own skin. I just don't practice what I preach, and that's fine. That's my personal choice. But I've always been someone that says, oh yeah, you know, women are absolutely beautiful. They don't need makeup. They should never feel that they have to make an impression. Yeah, that does not work for me. No, same Mona. Oh, you wear mascara as well. Yeah, mascara all the way. Okay, so sorry. I'm going so slow. I'm just going over the whole thing. We're going to put this in first now because it's a large area. Trust me, this all works. So I am massive on girls feeling, and women and older ladies feeling comfortable in their own skin, and I'm jealous, but I'm not one of those ladies. I never have been. I always have to have just a little bit of mascara and a little bit of foundation every day, and if I don't have that on, I feel naked. Hey Lou. Oh, yeah, no, I think it's a personal choice, isn't it? But I don't wear full face. I can't remember last time I wore eyeshadow. I can't be bothered with that. But mascara, foundation, yes, that's me. Okay, what makes me cry? Oh my God. Andrew. That's a good question. Yeah. What makes me cry? He's going to say everything.
Literally everything.
I told you. What makes me cry? Movies, telly, adverts, happy, sad, books. Watching moments on the telly when people like either reunite or have a sad story. I can't watch comic relief. I can't watch animal adverts that are neglected. I can't watch animal films, period. I just bawl my eyeballs out and I'm uncontrollable. What else? Everything. I'm terrible. Okay, so just brush away any excess and don't worry about any residue. I am terrible. Yeah, everything makes me cry and I don't even care. I am a very emotional person, so I'm going to say everything. We're going to this one and we're going to go, again, all the places that's going to be a little bit darker because this is going to be underneath that bright orange and it's going to make it stand and pop. So just go to all the places that... See, they don't make me cry, but they make me nervous before I get on them. But then I know that the cure is a couple of glasses of wine on that one, Lou. So maybe that's the cure. Oh my gosh, I cry at everything, and I don't mind. I don't mind that, you know. Isn't you all the same? Anyone who doesn't cry at films in chat, or if you're watching this back, do you cry at things? Is it hard for you to cry? Do you find, oh my gosh, anything? I cry at the happiest of things and the saddest of things. I cry at anything. I cry at the most trivial stuff. I don't know. I'm just one of those. No, I'm a tourist. It's probably one of those things. Oh, really? Oh, Kirsty, no. I have mascara cheeks and all sorts. Okay, so we're going on with all the places that you're going to have darker areas, right? So go in all of them. This is just your base, guys. So your base is what you need. You need it. Really, Kat? Oh, I wish I had the ability to not sometimes, because sometimes I feel like I write lemon. I sit there and I think, oh my God, fix yourself. Come on, Sam, pull yourself together. Yeah, I cry I'm very sensitive. I cry at people hurting me. I cry at people's feelings being hurt. I cry at other stories. I cry at everything. When babies are born, oh my God. Weddings, I am terrible. I find it so overly emotional. I don't know what I'm going to be like on my own. But anything and everything. Okay, so we've got a base going. We're going to come up just a tad. So we've got things where we need to be. Now we need to go to the ears. So we're going to just go over the whole thing there in the ear, little ear, with the 681, and literally just go over the entire thing because their ears are like a pink most of the time. So just go over the whole inner part like that, just over the whole thing. Oh, I know, I'm the same. I'm terrible. Although some things do, I reckon some experiences make you a little bit more, I'm not going to say harder, but they do definitely teach you not maybe to be as emotional as you would have done had you not had that experience. Does that make sense? I think certain things might make you a little bit more toughened in life. There's certain situations that I thought I'd be a blubber ball at and I haven't, etc. Does that make sense? Okay, next one. What makes me angry? I'm never really angry. Andrew said this to me actually. I don't class myself as an angry person. I'd get annoyed, but I wouldn't class me as angry. Okay, so we're going to go over the whole thing here. Let's get some of this deeper colour. So you don't need much because you will blend that out. Silly people on the road get me annoyed. When you're driving along and you get someone cut you up, that annoys me. Learning of people's like silly behaviours that wasn't needed, that kind of thing. What about you guys? I'm not really an angry person. I just get like have my 2 pence worth of a moan and then I'm done. Okay, so we're just sort of blocking in that, and the same here. I don't really get angry. I don't really shout. Yeah, I get annoyed. I get more upset about that kind of thing, Angie. Okay, so we've blocked in some of that. Now the little nose. Look at that little nose. I'm not really an angry person, so I'm not going to say I get angry. I get more annoyed. But probably my colourful language comes out more with stupidity on the road when they could have killed me. when you drive in and then you get some person cut you up and you didn't see it, and I get really annoyed about that. I'm like, come on, you passed your test, what's going on? Okay, little pink nose, little pink ear, we've got our base. We can start to build up next. Oh no, it will do though, because it's very, you don't know from 1 minute to the next, do you? Okay, let's start with building up colours and texture. Texture's a big thing. So we're going to come in with our lights, go to our darks. We'll start with lights there first. Let's head to, I've got one Pitt Pastel pencil in here. I've got a CarbOthellos and another CarbOthellos. So the Pitt Pastel is 113. Which is this really nice carrot orange. CarbOthellos 221, which is another carroty orange, but they blend really well together. And they're slightly different tones, not very different, but slightly. We might not be one or the other, we'll see. And 675, which is like a terracotta tone. So we're going to head to the Pitt Pastel pencil first. Andrew, shut that, hun. Shut the door, thanks. Okay, so we're going to start to build on this fur now. You're going to build up some texture. Okay, next up. What makes me happy? Oh my gosh. I'm happiest when everyone else is happy. That sounds cheesy, but it's true. I'm happy when things seem to be going quite well for everybody. I'm happy when we're going to just put in tiny little textured strokes, because again, you'll blend this out. I'm happy when I'm quite happy being at home and in my own bubble, and things seem to be going swimmingly. Like, you know, no one's upset, there's been nothing, no trauma. I love Disney, that makes me happy. I love to watch things, musicals, that makes me happy. My home Chip makes me happy, Friends, that kind of thing. Amazon makes me happy, it does. Oh my gosh, so many things. I like to just not have anything that's bad happening. You know, when you have those moments in life where it's just everything seems okay, and you have total, like, you're home, everyone at home is happy and well, everyone's healthy, that kind of thing. That's my happiest, you know. I'm my happiest in my own bubble. Hobbies, you know, just planning stuff, seeing friends, babies. It sounds really sad, but when I go and see my little, like, nieces, I call them nieces because they're she's like sister, and I get to just spend time with that makes me happy. Just friends, everything. Okay, so we're just starting to build. We're going to have to, like, blend this bit out and then go again, but we'll go deeper. Okay, so we might have to just very, very, very lightly bring out some of that orange. So don't be daunted to do that, because we're going to go deeper anyway. What is fangirling? Fangirling is like, oh my god, I love her, I watch her all the time, I am going to be so happy when I meet her, and I like everything she does. That's fangirling. Yeah. Hi Robin. That is fangirling, and I do that over pretty much. I fangirl over Jensen Ackles the most. I die. I would die literally on the floor if I met him. I think I would just be a wreck. That I'd fangirl over him every single day. I've had him on this morning. Yeah, that's fangirling. I fangirl a lot, and I'm proud of it. Okay, what are my 3 favourite snacks? My sugar-free biscuits, my sugar-free chocolate. We're talking about snacks, right? Okay, before we move on, let's just blend some of that out into those yellows. because again, you're just working on your base. We've got so much detail and I'm going so slow, but that doesn't matter as long as you're with the road. Okay. I might speed this video up at a later date and then add, you know, the voiceover with it, so you've got that. Okay. So sugar-free chocolate, sugar-free biscuits, and nice fresh fruit. Ah, Tanya, you're so sweet. But we're talking about the celebs now. I mean, you know. Okay. So we've got to have all that fur there. I need my reference. A second. Again, reference. We're getting there on basing. Yeah, I do that with Mr. Jensen. Well, I can't have sugar, Kirsty, when I have my surgery, so trust me, it would have been dairy, milk and crisps. But mind you, I've been having some peanuts as well. But I love cheese and biscuits, but I class that as a meal. Oh, Kat, you're all so sweet. I don't know how you all see me like that. It's so funny to me. I'm just like, I'm just you. I'm no different. So yeah, maybe cheese. If that we class that as a snack, we'll say cheese and biscuits as well. Okay. Favorite drinks: cup of tea, Ribena and Capri Sun. Sugar-free, of course. Sugar-free Ribena, sugar-free Capri Sun. But my cup of tea... Oh, and I like a latte. Okay, let's take out Capri Sun. Tea, Vicky Brew. So, I love tea. Tea is going to be my number one drink of all time. I love it. I drink it all the time. Just, yeah. Latte, skinny latte, and sugar-free Ribena. What about you guys? I know Kirsty. Yes, proper cheese. Like... cheddar, Cathedral City, what's that garlic cheese? What's it called? Bourgeois? I can't remember. I just eat it. I can't remember the name. Oh, and brie. I love brie. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's put some of this in there, and let's just go very lightly here, because we've got to have a base of this. Okay, so Q-tip and right. Can you tell us a bit about yourself? What do you want to know? So I was born in London, lived in London. I'm just on the suburbs now. As you know, I love my colouring. I love my hobbies. I've had, for those of you that are new, I've had quite a menagerie of pets in the past. I've had a bearded dragon, a hedgehog, just budgies, lots of budgies. But my little girl Tilly was my world. I have a chihuahua named Chip. Random facts, I'm not quite sure. What do you want to know? Ask away. I'm pretty boring in that sense. Like, I tell you my life, like I've worked in care. All of my working life I worked in care. I was originally with elderly, and then I moved on to supporting autistic adults, and we used to holiday as well a lot all around the UK. We used to go like lots and lots of places. We used to go Newcastle, Devon, Cornwall. We went Lyme Regis was the last one we went to. The Cotswolds, everywhere I've been. I really used to like it. Linda, I'm on a I'm on a Pitt Pastel now. And this is the Faber-Castell. I'll put everything in the description after. And I will speed this up for anyone that wants to follow it along, sped up. So this is just the long version, live version with the tag. And I will speed it up so you can see exactly what I'm doing for my people that want to watch it without that. Have I got a party trick? No, I haven't actually. I'm not a party goer. Like, oh my gosh, I don't sit down when I go on a party though. Like, I'm the one that stands on the dance floor all night and I can't sit down. So I haven't got a party trick. I'm really rubbish at that. I'm the one that goes around, are you okay? Do you need a drink? Do you need me to go up and get you a drink? And then drag you on the dance floor with me. I'm that kind of person. Andrew's like, oh, here she goes. Here she goes. And then I'll go and get him and he's like, no. And I'm like, oh, for God's sake, pick your feet up. Yeah, I'm terrible like that. I'll come back to that one because I'm not even sure. What fun things do I like to do? Oh, I love watching movies. I love the cinema, but I'm pretty happy with doing home cinemas at the moment. I like walking in nice places. I love my hobbies. They're fun for me. They really are. I love going out for drives. Like me in the driver's seat. I'm not a very good passenger. Don't like being the passenger at all. I like to drive places and take people and shop. I love shopping. But not at the minute. The shopping's not the same. No. Thank you, Rochelle. We will get there. We're just putting all our base down. We've got all the details to add yet. We will get there, honey. I'm trying to think. I love going holidays. I love the sun. I love going snorkeling and snorkeling in the Red Sea was one of the most amazing things. Even though I was seasick, but I didn't care. Let's drag some of that pigment up and in from our dust. I love snorkeling. I love the water, but because I carry some weight, I tend to float, not sink. So it's quite hard me going down to see everything. Take care, Lou. I know I'm a lot lighter than what I used to be. I mean, I've lost a lot of weight in comparison, but I still don't think, I don't sink. So it makes it really hard to dive down into the bottom, but I love doing anything like that. I'm a bit of I've got no fear when it comes to that kind of thing. I've got no fear when it comes to the ocean. So I'd love to do something. We were talking about this yesterday, actually, after Vicky's stream. I would love to be that person to go shark cage diving. I would do that. I wouldn't think twice. I haven't got fears of that sort of thing. It's weird, isn't it? I just like anything like that. But I don't like sitting for long periods of time because I end up in so much pain. So things have changed drastically. The ways that I used to do stuff to the way I do stuff now. You kind of have to adapt it. But a dream is to also go Disneyland. I've always wanted to go to Disneyland, Florida. So that's a dream of mine. It's a massive dream of mine. It's always been a dream of mine. And it's also a dream to go see my friends abroad as well. So I've made I call them family now. To go see them would be a dream come true. There you go. There's my dreams. It would be a dream come true to go visit my sister friends that I've made and spend time with them. So there's some dreams. Disneyland, sister friend visits. There you go. Okay. Next up, very lightly, we're going to go back to a 692. And we're just going to blend into this area with a Q-tip. And then we're going to start doing some details. So we'll do details of pastel pencils and Prismas. So we've got a lot of fur to do next. But as I said, I'll speed this up for you guys. So it's, it's really quick. Oh, no way. Me too. I would love to go Disneyland. Oh my God. I love to. It's like something I have to do in my lifetime. Q-tip, guys. Now really, really blend that in. But yeah, I want to go Harry Potter land, even though that probably would be gone by the time I go there. But I want to go all over Disneyland, and I just want to have like a week. I want to go to Universal Studio. I want to do the whole shebang. That's the dream of mine. What best describes where I live? Quiet. Does that count? Quiet, cozy, nice, I'd say. I love where I live in terms of the areas and what I, surrounding me. I'd say nice, like comfortable, nice, and so quiet you can hear a mouse at night. Right, we're just gonna, because I'm not on a main street, I'm in a private bit, so it's lovely. Ooh, what's the next one? What's my crafty colouring style? Layers. What's my style? Well, as you know, with the cut, because I'm here on the colouring channel, my colouring style is probably going to be lots of layers, isn't it? And slow. Does that sound right? Oh dear, I don't know. I say my style is probably, I'm known as someone that uses a million pencils for one thing. There we go. That's probably what it is. I don't know. I'm going to say that. Uses way beyond the amount of pencils that she needs to for one project. But hey ho, there we're going to go there. Yes, Vicky, we could be the slow queens, honey. Hi, Yungaza dude. That's quite funny, right? Okay, what is the most used crafty or colouring? What's my most used tool? Are you waiting for it? Do you know what I'm going to say before I say it? Yes, that's it. Shannon, you've got the caption. Why do it with 3 pencils when you can do it with 30? That is my style. Okay, my 2 most used colouring supplies, apart from pencils, is... Are you waiting for it? Wait for it. Apart from card, Kirsty. Card, what I've got in front of me, I've purchased this card 27 times. 160 GSM. Oh my god, you guys. I love you guys. Okay. Buff titanium and a POSCA. I can't even tell you how many buffs and how many POSCAs I've gone through and how many cards I've gone through. They are my most. You are spot on, Kirsty. Card, POSCA, buff. They are, yeah, Buffy always. Always, always pickle. We got to have it. What would you say your most, in chat, watching this back, what would you say your most used thing, apart from your pencils, obviously pencils or markers, whatever you do, what's your most used tool? I've gone through so many buff titaniums. SpongeBob. I should be called Buffy. We should have a nickname called Buffy for me. Should we call me Buffy? Because I just buff everything. Buff titanium. Okay, we are getting there with our first layer. And as I said, it's great because now we've got such a good base to work upon. We've got a lot to go with now. So much. Hey, Amanda, my love. Yeah, it's just because pastels today, Kenny. And then we can use a blender once we go to pencils, the other pencils. So we've got a Q-tip just to blend out first. Gel pens. Okay, Connie. Oh my gosh, the time. I've been here an hour already. That's okay, lurk away. Okay, so let's blend out some of that and then we're going to work with darker oranges, okay? So you need that jagged sort of edge with fur. Nothing is straight in fur, it's all uniformed. Okay, right, are we ready now? We can start building up, buffing the crease. Shallows. Okay, let me just go and give my tea to Andrew and ask him to do another one. Okay. Buffy the pencil snapper. Yes, Pickle, you got it. You both collectively did that. Hold on. Can I just ask you when you're done to just make have a coffee? Thanks, because I don't mind coffee cold. Tea cold's yuck. Hey, baby, what's the matter? Okay. No, you didn't. Take care, Miranda. We will pretend that didn't happen. Okay, next one. What's my favourite craft? Colouring. Although I love watercolouring and diamond painting, but colouring has to be obviously the top one. The top spot. It's what I fell in love with. It's what's got me through some times that were uncertain. Yeah, I'm going to say colouring and then behind that is diamond paint, behind that watercolouring. Like 3 of them are all equally as amazing. Right, let's start getting this detail in now. We've got to start blocking in. So we've got 675, which is like it's like a terracotta. And remember, we have to sharpen as well. Where's my little desk? Me too. I don't use them. They're like clay tools, aren't they? Yeah, no, I don't use them. Okay, so get a nice, you don't need it super sharp, but just enough point. I don't know if you can see. Just enough of a point. Whoops, where's that one off to? It's going on holiday. Okay, so I've just got my little dustbin. Focus, focus. There we go. All right. What? Do I have any pets? Yes. Okay. So if you've been with me a while, I'm just going to have to... if you've been with me a while, you know that I had quite a few pets when I started the channel. And I had Tilly and Rio, so 2 budgies. Prior to that, I had Tilly and Harley, her brother. And then I had a bearded dragon called Jabba, who was a rescue from a friend who could no longer care for him because her husband started to work nights, he didn't have the time, etc, etc. And Mr. Chip came 3 years ago. So now I just have my little Chip Chops. And I don't plan on having any more like budgies or anything just yet until I've had a child, just because I want my time to be able to be available to them. So I use the CarbOthellos sharpener for that, Amanda, just because it's recommended. Okay, so I'm just going to start to put like little strokes. Yeah, and my little Buzz. Of course, I had Buzz as well. I thought I called him out, but I didn't. And Buzz, my hedgehog. So I've had quite a few pets. And if you haven't been with me long, I'll show you my little menagerie that I had. So, funnily enough, I was looking at Buzz's pictures yesterday. This was hold on, let me find a good picture. This was my little girl Tilly. He used to sit on my shoulder all the time. And my little Buzz is here. That's my little baby Buzz. I had him for 5 years almost. I sat and bless him. That was when he used to have a snuggle at night with him. He used to go on your little top and just sit there for hours. And then you've got my little guy. Of course, we've got my little guy Chip. And then I'll show you Harley. Harley was Tilly's brother. This was those two. So that's Tilly and that's Harley. And they were such a pair. Harley used to he was amazing. He was honestly amazing. He was one of a kind, I'm telling you. So that was Tilly and her brother. When I first got Tilly, they came as a pair. I got them as a pair. And then he died, unfortunately, and broke our hearts. And then we got little Rio, because Tilly needed a companion because she was missing her little brother. So that was Rio. Then we got little Jabba. I'll show you Jabba, who was an absolutely amazing bearded dragon, honestly. So this is Jabba and Chip at the window. So they used to sit together. And this is Chip. It was when Chip was a puppy. He used to sit with Jabba at the window. Okay, Anna. They were so, oh, honestly, they were so cute. And Jabba used to walk around with me. Like, this was him hanging off me. We used to walk around everywhere. And this was like my life. Don't worry about the filters, but just my life was animals everywhere. Animals. Look at Chip. Animals. And yeah, they were gorgeous and I miss them all, but you know, it's just one of those things. It's just downs. Oh, do you want to see this of Chip with his ball? Look, watch him with his little hands. He sits on me like that when I lay down. I put my knees up and he like lays on my... He's like this still now at 3 years old. I'm not even kidding you. I'm so blessed with them. Honestly, I've had the best pets in the world. He's like, no. And let me quickly show it. Jabba that's when I used to colour on the floor. Buzz would come along. I know Kenny's too much. And then I used to sit on the table and that one would come along. So it was like, I was always with animals. And Tilly. She's just, hold on, I'm trying to find Tilly where she's like talking to you. Oh, sorry, I'm trailing off. I'm just showing you my pets. Well, some, you know, ones that have gone and stuff. Let's just find the video of Miss Tilly. Hold on, guys. Let me just find one. I was watching them yesterday. I've just got to find them. Oh, and this is my favourite video of Chip. Hold on. Where's the sound gone? Oh.
Chip.
It was the way he turns. Hi, Maria.
What's going on? It's made me stuck it so you don't have to squeak.
His little eyes.
What's going on then?
I just love him. And Tilly, hold on. Buzz used to give his paw as well. So look, this is Buzz giving his paw. Watch him.
Ah, thanks.
He gives his little paw for his chicken. And then, oh, this will make you laugh. Quickly, one more.
Okay, so this is one of his toys, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Wait for it. And here's his little paws. So, flop. Even these.
He was gone.
It's just like flop. He's totally out for the count. This is how...
He's just nutcase. He was out for the count that day. It's like comatose. He's an absolute crazy bonkers dog that I love. And Tilly used to pluck my eyebrows. Oh gosh. And I won't show you too many of Tilly because there's loads. But yeah, she was so funny. She used to bite, thank you. She used to bite my hair. You sit on there biting my hair. Take care. She was just amazing. I miss them all so much. And yeah, it's mad to think that they're gone. Oh, and she used to talk to the cat. This was...
keeping me on my toes, aren't you?
I was talking to Mum.
I was to say hi. Morning. Well, afternoon. Say hello then. Say I'm a nibbler.
Wait. Oh, sorry. Bear with me. I got to find that bit where she does. Hold on. Oh, here we go.
Who's that? Say, give him a kiss then. very,
She
very
kisses the
sweet,
camera.
yeah. Could you give
So yeah, there you go. That's a rabbit trail of pets. So that was all my pets. That was question and a half, that one, wasn't it? I've just trailed off, but yeah, I love them all and I miss them all. Apart, obviously, Chip's the one that's with me. Okay, back to this. And as I said, I'll speed it up. I promise you, I'll edit and speed up. So I love my babies too. I miss them all. Okay, so we're just going to do strokes and I'll talk you through what I'm doing at the same time. Okay, so that was that question. So yes, I do have pets. I've got one left, but I had to zoo. I went the long way around that one. But oh my gosh, so they're all my pets. And for those people that are not pet people, I'm sorry. I love my babies. So... okay, I need to bring in a bit of texture. So I'm just going to very lightly on the side. And this is what you can do. Just like on the side of your pencil. It gives off so much colour. But you need to blend that part in. And it's the same with coming over here. Yep, so. Hello, Jennifer. Melody, honestly, lurk away, honey. You're in bed and it's late and we don't mind. And we know you're there. And sweet dreams if you do fall asleep. Yeah, I know. She used to sit and do that all the time. You're in love with Chip. Oh, he's amazing, isn't it? I could show you a million videos of him. I might go to him at the end if you remind me. He's amazing. Okay. When is my favourite time to craft? Afternoons. What about you guys? I try it in the morning, but I've got a million and one things on my brain that needs doing, so I don't not to do it. But so just still on the side of your pencil, like I am feather touching the paper for a minute before we got going with strokes in this colour. So just go on the side of your pencil. Just on the side because you're going to blend this in. Mine's the afternoon. So when I've done some chores, when I feel like I've had enough and I need to sit down and unwind and I bring it out. So probably about 4, about the time I stream. Yes, I know. Isn't he amazing? Honestly, he is the best. And I'm not saying that as his mum because I am biased, but he is a very unique dog. He is special and he does the cutest things. And me and Andrew say every day, like, how are we so lucky with him? He is just amazing. He's got such a character and he does the most baby-like things that make you melt. But yeah, he is amazing. But yes, my favourite time to craft is the afternoon. So I'm going to say around time I stream, 4 p.m. Right, get your Q-tip and just blend out slightly because we're going to put in all those strokes. But you've got to have a good blend. So you've got your yellows in there. And what you might need to do is just come back to your 692 and put in some highlights of yellow where you want your lightest bits to be. So mine's going to be like in the middle. So these blend. Don't worry about, mixing. That's the whole point in pastel pencils. I mean, this is just the way I use them. So just blend out. And go to where you need it to be. So I'm going to go all over. And then we're going to start detailing. Okay, so blend that out as well. In the morning, Pickle, do you find it relaxes you for your start of your day? What's the reasoning for the morning? I find it so hard to get motivated in the morning for that because I know that hoovering might need doing, breakfast, got to get things out for dinner. Do you know what I mean? My head is not in craft mode. My head goes to craft mode when chores and things are done. Okay, he's got quite a lot of orange now, which is where I was going. But you can still see all the yellow highlights. So you can still reapply some of that. You can get your hand in there if you don't mind dirtying your hand. Right, so you've got, if I bring you closer, you've still got all your yellows here, and in the middle we're going to have a lighter tone of yellow. All of your base is done. Now we're going to build. So next up is building. So you still want your CarbOthellos 675, and now we need to start to look at where we're going to have darker patches. So let's build them into this area. And we can texture up. That's the whole point. So It's quite a lot of detail in fur, and you have to go with the directional strokes of where they're going. If you go against them, they're going to end up a bit skew-iff and all over the place. Diamond painting, colouring usually in the afternoon. Yeah, I'm the same. Oh, nice, Pickles. See, I wish I was like that. I always think about doing it in the morning, and I never kind of get round to it. So I'm happy that, you know, other people do find that time in the morning. I know quite a few people say, you know, they like to get up and sketch and draw in the mornings. It starts their day off well. They're quite productive. I find I'm not a morning person. Not at all. I hate mornings, to be frank. I'm not, I like getting up early, but I'm one of those people, it takes me a little while to get round and with it. So I'd rather stick on some morning telly, have my cups of tea, wake myself up, think about what needs doing for the day. I go into housewife mode. Oh my God, Lozzie, that used to be me when I had insomnia and I couldn't get asleep till 5. I used to be on the floor because you couldn't sit. I used to be on the floor, and that was the time when I was really bad, and I was in bed for months. And I used to climb onto the floor because I needed the space and I didn't want to wake Andrew. I put my phone light on over my pages, what I used to be. And I used to colour on the floor at 3 a.m. and he'd look over the bed at me if he woke up and he'd be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I couldn't sleep. I didn't want to wake you up." So I used to have the phone light on my pages. Funny what you do, isn't it? That's what got me into colouring. That was Lost Ocean I used to do that with. And do you remember the Kirby Doodle Invasion? I gave that to my mum, that one as well. I used to do that a lot when I was in, you know, on the floor. It's funny what you do when you hear back and you think back what you did in the beginning, you know, how you got into colouring. Now, that's a good question. Like, what did you used to do when you started colouring? I used to get on the floor in the middle of the night, and I used to, you know, sneak in those moments of just bliss. And I never thought about the colours I was using or what I was up to. I just did it. And I had a little basket, one little basket of stuff, literally the size of like less than A4. And that was my supplies. And do you know what? I had the best time in the world. And that was before I obviously had a channel. Okay, so we're just going to put in all these dark areas, and you're going to look at where you're going to have the dark areas. So we're going to put some in here. Don't be afraid to do it. And then put some more in here. You must be going to bed when the sun's rising, Lozzie, because our sunrise is at 4 a.m. and you have a hun. You must have been listening to the birds because they start around 4 a.m, don't they? Okay, so we're going to get all those little lines in. Can you start to see it come into life? Hold on. I hear you, Maria. Do what's easy for you and do what you enjoy the most. Okay, sorry about gulps. I can't blank it out all the time. Okay, so we need to put some here, and it's got all these little tiny directions. So this is just building you up. Then we're going to come to these areas here. So just put that underneath your hand. Put a bit of paper underneath your hand because your hand's quite oily and it also smudges. So just start to build in where you're going to have these, like these lines. We're going to go underneath now. So we're going to build down some of these. We're not smudging this out now. We're going to build. No smudging anymore. No Q-tips needed at the moment. So we just, we've got to have a sharp pencil in a minute. So at the minute we're just blocking in where we want all that dark to go. Yeah, it's 160 and it's just a plain cardstock, and it's, I believe I put it in the description. If I haven't, I'll put it on after the stream, hun. I promise. Okay, so we're just blocking in. It's just a 160 craft card matte. It's not it's smooth, but it's not like silky. It's matte. It grabs your colour. You can do this on pastel paper, but it'll be a lot toothier. My this works for everything, this paper. I love it so much. Okay, so again, we're going to look at where these are. Oops. So come down here and we're going to work our way over and link up to the other one. Remember, if there's anything for me, please pop it in caps, because I will miss it, because I like the chit chatter amongst everyone, and I just assume it's between people, not to myself. So just remember to pop it in big capitals for me. Okay, how many questions have I got left? Okay, do I have a favourite non-crafty YouTube channel? Oh, blimey, I can't think. I watch mostly craft channels. It's really hard to think about that, actually. Yes, I do. Tom and Giovanna Fletcher. I'm a massive, huge McFly fan, and Tom Fletcher has a YouTube channel, and just does vlogging mostly, and his wife Giovanna Fletcher as well. I love them. I watch them. But I'm mostly into my craft channels. I try and catch up with everybody. If I've missed anyone in the week, I try and catch up with them. I absolutely love them. Thank you so much, Shannon. You're such a sweetheart. Thank you. Trying to think now. There's a channel I'm subscribed to that does like all true crime documentaries as well. I'll tell you the name of it. Me too, Cat. I just love them. I love them. Hold on, guys. I'll tell you. Yeah, Giovanna Fletcher is one of my favourites. I watch her. Oh, and I love Kino Czech International, which shows me all the coming. Oh, and Mars Plays. She's a gamer. I love her as well. I love my booktubers as well. Is that classed as a craft? So I won't class them. They might be a craft. I can't think of the name of the. I'll find it. Oh, there we go. It's called Real Stories. Hold on. It's.
This is a HelloFresh.
It's this channel as well. I don't subscribe. I don't know why I don't subscribe, but I do watch their channel. They have like all these real stories, but it always comes up in my recommendations, so I end up watching them. Why am I not subscribed? Oh dear. So unless they unsubscribe me, they do that. But I watch their stuff. I've been watching quite a lot of true crime stuff on there. Oh, and I love Josh Gad. You know, the one that plays Olaf. He's great. Oh, there's so many. So yeah, lots and lots and lots of channels. But I mostly watch crafty channels. And I love my colouring channels. They're my love. I mean, why wouldn't I? You're part of like an extended family, so I'm going to watch them the most. Because I know you personally as well. So, yeah, did you watch where he talked to the Back to the Future guys? Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm just going in with this colour first and blocking in where I want that to be darker. Okay, so just keep doing where you want darks. Okay, so underneath the eye is going to be darker. So, you know, in this section, go with the directional strokes of the fur. This part's going to be a little bit darker, so just very lightly with the side of my pencil, I'm going to block in a little bit of pastel. Just a bit. I haven't. No, Maria, I haven't got them. The Derwent. Oh, the Derwent drawings I have got. Yes, I did do. The fox. I've done a fox in one. Tell a lie. Sarah's getting them mixed up with the artist pencils. Yes, I've got them and I have used them for them. Although I find them very soft and hard to use on that. But I love them for earthy. I love them in the Hannah Carlson books, funnily enough. Talking of, Shannon's got if you want to do a Summer Nights picture, does anyone want to join me? Shannon's got a hashtag, oh those summer nights, isn't it? Hi Emily. And I'm going to do this one. But if anyone else wants to join me on it, this one in Summer Nights, I love it so much. I've always wanted to do it, haven't done it. And I love the free on there. And yeah, I love it so much. So Shannon's doing a colour along in that one. So if you wanted to do that, and as I said, there's so many hashtags for July. Pickle, what's your one? If you got a hashtag or you got an event going on in July, let us know. Emily, I saw you going to do a Saturday stream, and it's a gold, so let people know about that. I don't mind, because it's good to share. And everyone, we're counting down with Kenny. One more day until Hubster is back with his love where he belongs. We've all been anticipating this moment with Kenny for the months that we've all been together during this crazy time. So we've all been sitting here waiting for that, and I'm so excited for you, Kenny, genuinely. I messaged her this morning like, oh my God. Yes, Vicky, I've been doing this one. So Vicky has a gelato, and it means ice cream, and I've started this one in Main Street. I'm not finished, but look at the ice cream shop. Look at the ice cream shop. I was like, I have to colour the ice cream shop in this one. So I'm doing this one in Main Street by Teresa Goodrich, your Creative Haven. So that one is for yours. I've sorted them all out. I'm so slow today. I'm so sorry. Well, Kenny, we've been waiting with you. We're all so excited. Like, we have been on this crazy train ride, all of us, and when you're with each other a lot, we all get very excited for big moments in people's lives. We share that joy with you naturally. Claire, shall I do that one on streams then after I've finished the pot manga one? Although I would like to do that one in my own time and pick something else. Maybe I'll pick something else because I really, really want to do that one. Okay. We'll choose something else out there. We choose something else. I'd like to do a Hannah Carl's on, actually. I've not done one from her for, oh my gosh, so long. I fancy doing a Hannah. Oh, guys, I was so disappointed. Has anyone got the latest Hannah Carl's on book where it's got all the blank pages? I mean, yes, Christmas in July starts tomorrow. Am I right? Tomorrow? I can't wait. We've got all the Hallmark movies on. Okay, so we started that colour. We need to build up with another colour now. So we're going to go quite dark. We're going to go for these two. I've picked a Hannah Lynn as well. Oh, when her new book comes out. Miss Rebel, how are you, my dear? Okay, next one, 680. Next question as well. What is my favourite store? Amazon. Amazon every time. And in like visiting a store. Oh my gosh, Primark is a good shop. I love that shop. Here in the UK, we've got something called Primark, which is like a really cheap shop for clothes, but it's amazing. It's like the most popular, I'd say, Primark. We call it Primani. Kenny, it's me gulping when I didn't. It's me gulping my coffee. And also Poundland. I love Poundland. And I love trying to think now. Got a few stores. Hobbycraft, Costa Coffee. Me too. I love Amazon. I think that's going to be our top one. I also really like Etsy. Oh, I don't say that. I love Etsy. I spend way too much time on Etsy looking at pages and books, and yeah. Etsy is another shop. My favourite shop. One of my favourite shops. eBay I use for little bits and bobs. I also love, I'm trying to think of my favourite shops now. Let's go for some in this part here. So we need to darken that nose a tad. So I'm going to actually blend that bit out. just a tad, because it's like a dark patch in the nose. So yeah, let's build on that. Lozzie. Oh my gosh, we need to write a dictionary of Lozzieisms and Shannonisms or Sharisms. The things that you both come out with. It's very funny. We need to have a book. Oh my gosh. Oh, Emily. Do you want to see? Emily, review your recent purchase from Emily Illustrator Shop. Did you time that? Did you time that, hon? Oh dear. Okay, I'm trying to think of other. Oh, I like Book Depository as well. We're all just craft shops in general. Oh gosh, you girls, you make me laugh. Okay, next question. What's my favourite restaurant? Greek. There's a Greek restaurant. I love a Greek restaurant. Oh my gosh, I love Greek food. I'm into all the Greek food and cuisine and meze and oh, I love it. Take care, Kat. Thanks for being here, honey. Nando's. I love my Nando's, although it's got stupidly expensive, but I love Nando's. But if I go out to eat, it's usually the Greek and Nando's. I love. And I do really like, before, not so much now, but I used to like Harvester, because you can go up and pick your own salad bar. But since my stomach has shrunk because of surgery, I can't have all of that because I get full up. And no point me having a dinner, and they won't allow you just to have the salad bar. Like, it looks unsociable, so I don't bother going there anymore. And the Weatherspoons. I love the Weatherspoons on steak night. They took away the roast. Oh, and I like a Toby Carvery. Oh my gosh, okay, it's quite a few. Me too, Lozzie. I love my Greek food. Greek food's my favourite, and I love cooking it. I love cooking it. I love eating it. I love the taste of it. Okay, so if you get a lot of residue, honestly, battery eraser, bam, on it, gone. Don't you just love this? Christina sent this. I just love it so much. It's absolutely gorgeous. I need to find my eraser. I did have an eraser. There it is. So if you get any residue, just literally get your eraser and just take any, it's dust. And you can fixative this down at the end, but there honestly isn't any point until you've finished, because you are going to get more on there. And get your brush and just wipe it away. It's gone like that, just like that. And I will hoover the floor when I'm done, or vacuum the floor when I'm done. Okay, we need a dark colour now, so we're going to go for 283, which is a Pitt Pastel Pencil. And we need to put in some darker stripes. Isn't it lush? I love it. Rebel knows how much I love it. Oh my gosh, happy birthday to your son, Rochelle. I won't start singing, but happy birthday. Okay, so this is where we're going to get some really good details in. And then we're going to go with Prismas for the fine details and the whites. So most cats have white sort of whiskers. So we're going to put the white in. So I hope you're still with a ride. I'm so sorry, I have gone off on a tangent. God knows how many times. Favourite magazine? Colour in Heaven. Oh my gosh. That is like the dumbest question for me. When someone says, what's your favourite magazine? And I sit there and I go, because I forgot the other day and I thought, oh, you silly sausage. Of course it's Colour in Heaven, Sam. But apart from that, I like Take a Break. And let me show you the types of magazines I like to read as well. I like real true stories. I love true stories, and I like these types of mags. Oh my gosh, I'm off again. I'm so sorry. I like these types of mags where you got true stories in them. So like bottled by my vegan boyfriend, stalked, chopped up and thrown in the river. I mean, come on, these things are like, who does this? These are the types as well. So I do like those types of things. But Colouring Heaven is my favourite. Okay, back again. So sorry. So they're the types of things that I like. So, yeah. I'm so silly. As I said, it was like a dumb question to me because I'm sitting there going, Sam, is Colouring Heaven? Because I read the questions and I was like, And I said, Sam, you're so silly. Of course it's Colouring Heaven. That's my first. But it is also the like real life stuff. Because I sit there and I watch all the true crime stuff and I just think, where do these people come from? I know, sort of thing, like bedtime reading. I got chopped up in the river. I'm like, oh no, but I like to see the justice served. That's why I read them, and I like doing the puzzles in them. That's why I buy them. Really, I buy them for the puzzles mostly because I like to do all the little puzzles and Sudokus. And does anyone else like Sudoku? Thank you, Kenny. We're getting there. We've got to do all the details, but we're just going in the direction. There's lots of little hairs, and we've got to get them in. And you got to do them in like oranges and browns, but the browns were going lightly, and the pastel pencils thankfully are easy to blend. So yeah, no, I like to see justice served, but I also really like the puzzles in them, and I love reading, like, you know, I like reading the good stories as well. It's not just all the grim stories. Yes, I love Sudoku. Thank you, Connie. Are you streaming today? Okay. Let's put this in. Next question. Who's my favourite author? I've got a few. So I love John Mars as a thriller writer. I love B.A. Paris and Riley Sager as them. I love, one of my all-time favourites, chicklets, is Sophie Kinsella and Dorothy Comson. I'd say Dorothy Comson is my favourite female author. J.K. Rowling I love, obviously, but only for the Harry Potter. See, I didn't like when she came out with the other books that was in a different name. I didn't like that. They weren't my cup of tea. So I wouldn't say she's my favourite author. She made my favourite series of all time. But I have to say, Dorothy Comson, if you haven't seen her or read her, she is incredible. John Mars, I just adore every book he's written. And I love Simon Koenig as well for thrillers, for very fast-paced thrillers. Simon Koenig is an absolute amazing writer. Just amazing to build up suspense, to build up that, oh, what's going to happen? And, oh my gosh, I need to keep flipping the pages, that kind of thing. But yeah, Dorothy Comson she's from Brighton in the UK, and she just writes such strong messaged books with so much power behind them. I just love them so much. She writes a mixture of like thriller. Yes, he is amazing. Oh, Lozzie. When you do them, you'll be thinking of him when you're ready to do them again. It's nice that you had that though, and you can think of and relate that to him. If Mum's here, I don't know if she's here, but me and Mum used to do them. That was our thing. We used to buy that stack of mags, do all the puzzles together, because my mum's better than I am in puzzles. I mean, she's got the knowledge, and because she knows things that I don't. And we used to do them together as well. So that was our thing as well. I never read an Agatha Christie in my life. It's funny because I've got so many books and I haven't got any of them. None. But I've got classic novels, Jane Eyre, Wuthering Heights, that kind of, Yes, I do, Rochelle. I love People's Magazine. And it's funny, I love all the like really trashy celebrity magazines as well. Really bad. But I don't buy them as much anymore, I must admit, because I'd rather sit in colour now than read magazines. But back in the day when I used to finish work, I used to go and grab the week's celeb magazines, read all that, who's going out, who's split up with this one, who's having a row with this one. I used to love it. my preferences have changed now. I'd rather spend my time either reading a book or colouring or diamond painting. Diamond painting is a huge thing for me now, whereas it wasn't before. Okay, next up, I think I've got 2 more questions. So what is my favourite shoes? Trainers, or as you guys call them in the US, sneakers. I'm not a heels person, but I love my flip-flops, my Havana flip-flops in the summer. 2 seconds, guys, I just need to cough. Sorry. Okay, so we need to now move to just deepening up a little bit with some more reddy tones. So let's go for the 675, and then we'll bring in some Prismas and start building up on that with detail, which is the bit that I'm going to look forward to doing, which is my favourite bit the most. Okay. Let's go for a little bit more deepening on, let's look at my reference. So we're going to come down here. Let's go, just do all your strokes. You don't have to be particularly neat. It's going to come up into here. So all these little tiny hairs in here as well. So we're going to come into here, all small strokes. Again, let's bring that up. And let's bring some in here. Now this bit here is also going to be some fur, so let's bring tiny little strands around, and just bring all the colour that you need to bring in. You know, it's not going to hurt it. Be quite quick, I suppose. And let's bring some around here as well, and I'm going to sway them off a little bit like that. So just keep going, we're going to build up. Okay, what's your favourite time of year? Autumn. It's the last question. What's your guys? Mine's autumn. I love the smell of like when the leaves fall and then it gets all wet on the ground. I love the colours. I love that it's turning into Halloween season. I love Halloween, it's my favourite ever. I love the dark afternoons. I know I'm weird, but I love it when it gets dark at 4. Always have done. I love that shutting the blinds, putting on the candles, putting on the scented candles that time of year because the windows are shut so it doesn't go to waste. Fairy lights, small lights, big blankets where me and Chip snuggle up with my hobby on the sofa, sticking on horror movies. And it's also planning that time of like coming up to Christmas, what we're going to do. Love it. Favourite ever. Okay, so we're just going to, I love the smell of washing when you put your washing on the radiators to dry because the radiators are on. Don't like the radiators being on for the bills that come in because the more heating you use, the bigger your bills. But I love that feeling, and Chip loves it as well when I grab big blankets, like big fluffy blankets, and put them. He loves it so much. Okay, so we're going to bring. So we've got our base now of fur, and now we need to just really enhance all this with a sharp pencil. Right, just very quickly, I need 221 and 692. Is that 692? So yeah, let's put 692 first. Oh, you hate Halloween? Oh no, I love my Halloween. Yeah, see, I'm not one for trick or treats though. I think it opens kids up to quite a bit of abuse. Some people are so mean. Like, it's not a big thing here in the UK as it is in America. But I do love, let's put some in there. I do love that horror movie binge and the smell of when I put the Halloween candles on. It's called the apple ones, and oh, I love it. I put the scents on for Halloween, and I love buying the Halloween Yankee candles. Oh my gosh, is that one of my favourite things to do? Okay, let's come up. Now we're going to do all our details. So you are done with your pastel pencils. I know I took a long time, but the rest of it actually won't take that long. I promise. It was just that I was chit-chatting. And that's the end of those. That's the, funnily enough, end of pastels, end of questions. Now I can get into doing the Prisma detailing. Let me move all this. And let's move these. Okay, so I'll just recap the pencils that we used very quickly, and then we'll get our Prismas. So we had a Pitt Pastel Pencil in 113. This is for anyone that wants a screenshot. Why have one pencil when you can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? So if you need that, it's there. And then we're going to do all of the detail now, which is the fun bit, but that is if you wanted to screenshot. So they're the pencils that we used. There's 2 Pitt pastels, but you can actually substitute them for another pencil, it's fine, but they are what I've used. You can buy them in singles, which is good. Right. Thank you. No, Doris, I haven't, and do you know why? The detail intimidates me. I've got 3 Fears. Tomislav Tomic, Beauty of Horrors, and Thomas Kincaid. Okay, so look, we'll do a side by side at the moment. So we've got the main colours down. Can you see all the details that we've got to add in yet with the whites and stuff? That's all going to come with Prismas. So we're going to get our Prism colours out. I have to find them now. Now you don't need your Q-tips anymore. You don't need that pencil sharpener, but you do need a POSCA. You still need that. Let's put that down there. Are you still with the tour? Are you still with me? I know I've spoke for England, but it's good to have a chatty stream. How often, this is for everyone that's been with me a while, how often am I quiet? I'm not. It's really odd. I think I find it odd to be quiet in my streams. And I know that can bug some people, but yeah, I just can't. Like, I envy people that have silence. I'm like, how? I need to train myself. Okay, let's get some pencils. Now, we need a mineral orange. And did I pick that out? I think Kenny said it before, like, I'm never quiet. Yes, it's marmalade. Okay, sienna brown for definite. Let's get the mineral orange for definite. I need pumpkin. Okay, let's choose those. Did I choose sand? I find it very hard to silence myself, and I don't mind that anyway. You know, I've always been chatty, a chatty Kathy. Talking of Kathy, I hope she's okay. I like seeing Kathy pop up. Sammy! And anyone lurking, I hope you're all doing well. When you come out of lurk mode soon, because I know some of you are going through a very hard time, and that's fine. Don't ever feel that you have to chat, but you're welcome to whenever you need to. I know quite a few people going through a bit of a rough patch at the moment. Okay, I'm just trying to find my pencils, guys. I'm not going to spray it for now. I'll do it after, but you can, if you're doing it, spray it for sure. But hold on. Oh, that's okay. Oh no, Rochelle. I'll do it at the end again. Just remind me, please, because I'll forget. And okay, I need peach. Trying to find pumpkin. I'm just going to silence you for a second. Sorry, I was right in the microphone then with that, and that would have been down your ears. I found one, but it's my new one, and I bought two, and I know I've got one on the go, but I don't know where I put it. You know when you know you have one that is in use, it's like halfway down, and you just find the one that you've not sharpened yet, because you bought a couple because you ran out. Yes, it's that case. It's a bit of that. It's that, Sam, where did you put it? Where did you put it, love? I don't know. Is the answer to that. Oh, never mind. Oh, hold on. Found it. I found it. There it is. Pumpkin. I don't want to use my new one. Alright, let's do this. Oh, I'll put them at the end again. I honestly don't mind. Right, we really need to start building up a little bit of detail now. And this has got to be what we got to do, Lozzie. Super duper sharp pencils. So we're going to go actually pumpkin orange. I hate it when pencil, as Andrew calls it, pencil dust, pencil shavings go everywhere. I hate it. So much of it. We need a mineral orange. Okay. And we need a sienna brown. I know I got it out. There we go. Okay. Yes, we do. Okay, we've got to do that little nose soon as well. Mineral orange. Do I have that out? Burnt. What have I got? Hold on. Sienna brown. Sienna brown. We've got that one. Pumpkin orange and mineral orange. Right, let's do this. Let's go for pumpkin orange first. We might not use mineral orange. We'll see. Mind your hand on the paper. So what's the best thing to do is put your hand like that on a piece of paper as you work. It's just so much easier. Oh, blimey, blimey, blimey. Hold on. This is the longest I have done on rabbit trailing today, but I hope you've still enjoyed yourselves. Rabbit trailing. I'm so sorry if you're new and it's put you off. Yeah, I don't usually rabbit trail as much, but it's one of those days where, because I was doing questions. Right, pumpkin orange. Let's start to look at our reference, and we're going to go for this side. Do you want me to come in a bit closer? Okay. Let me go like that. Okay. So all these little tiny strands we need to build up on, and as I say, directional strokes is what you need to do, because if you go in the opposite, it doesn't look realistic. Although it doesn't have to be realistic, but you've got your majority done, so you might as well go for it now. You've done all that hard work. So we're going to build up with all these little hairs now. Tiny little hairs. Are you all good on your screens? Make sure that you're okay on your screens. Okay. So we've got our little marmalade, who, as I said, is based on a real cat. It's based on Honor's little marmalade. So we just got to try and do him justice because he is so beautiful. Let's see the real marmalade. Hi you guys coming in. This is marmalade. This is the one that I absolutely look at that cat. He's just striking cat, and look at that little pink nose. Isn't he gorgeous? And all that. So we're basing this on marmalade. We'll get there. Isn't he beautiful? And there he is again. I love Marmalade. She knows how much I fell in love with Marmalade when he was a tiny little kitten. I was like, oh my gosh, like little Simba, I love him. Okay, so we're going to have, I think I hear a storm rumbling in the background. We don't have a good reputation here with storms at all. Take care, Vicky. Enjoy your dinner. Okay. So we're having all these little hairs that we have to build upon. We love marmalade. I think Mum's forgotten that marmalade was the one that your mum had on her. We'll tell her after. Is Mum in the stream? I don't even know. Mum, you here? Are you here, Mum? I know, isn't he a beautiful cat? Okay, so all these tiny little lines, and that's the thing, it's just like when you're doing your fur hair, and cats have these tiny little hairs, like teeny tiny on their little nose. So they're in like little directional, they're tiny, they're tiny, tiny, tiny. And that's the thing, you've got to keep the ones near small, so to get it as realistic as you can. So just tiny little, I've gone into teacher mode now, haven't I? Even though I'm not a teacher. I've gone into my teacher mode, so small strokes does it. So as you're coming outwards, you want those tiny little strokes to come into action around the nose. Right, here, swap over to mineral orange a second. And just on the side of your pencil, I'm just going to deepen before we add any details into this area. You want texture, you don't want smooth. They're not smooth. No hair is smooth. So just like a little texture to the side there. A little texture to the side there. And on the underneath. So we're going to build up with some sienna brown, I think I'm going to use in this part. So your pastel pencils has got you most of the way. Is there a pet that I haven't had before that I would in the future? Yes. A cockatiel. I know I've had birds, but I'd love a cockatiel. They're crazy. They're funny. Okay. What about you guys? Is there a pet in particular that you would like, that you haven't had or you want one day? I'd love a basset hound as well, but is there another type of pet? Probably, I'd love a cockatiel. I would love a cockatiel, but I think I've pretty much had quite a few. I always said a hedgehog, and I did, even though Andrew put his foot down at first, and I was just, I reserved him anyway, even though he was like, no. It's like, yeah, whatever, whatever. Hi, lazy boy. These are not my drawings. This is Mariola Budek. If you want her link, it is in the description. This is a colouring channel, unless you've stumbled. Whoops, sorry guys, sorry. A tortoise. Oh, see, they hibernate as well though, don't they? They're quite, I don't know, they're funny little things. I used to have a friend who had one. I had a friend, my best friend, one of my best friends, Vicky, she had a scorpion because she's a scorpion and she was obsessed with them. And she had one of those things. I was like, why? But then again, everyone's got different preferences on what they like. But yeah, Tony the turtle she had, or Tony the tortoise, he was funny, but he didn't live very long actually. He went into a hibernation and didn't come out, which was quite sad. Oh, thanks, Shannon. I was just about to do that. Thank you. Thanks, Shannon. Thanks, Honor. I was just about to do that. Oh, you want a chihuahua, Bianca? Yes. Get a little long-haired one that looks like Chip. Connie, when the time's right, I think you 100% should. Would you get Persians again? Were your babies Persians? They look like Persians. Hedgehogs are fun, but I would say this, and I've said it God knows how many times. Hedgehogs are, because they hibernate, because they're not supposed to hibernate. You've got to keep them in certain conditions. So the setup is going to be quite high. Like, it costs a little bit to set them up. However, they're quite low maintenance as long as you keep the temperature exactly how it should be. But they aren't day animals, and you can't really just grab them and have them out all day because they sleep all day. So I wouldn't say they're family animals. And you know, little kids are like, oh, I want one. And I say to children, they're not family pets at all. They don't like to be handled much. I mean, they like going down your top, believe it or not, and snuggling down your top because it's dark and it's hot and warm, and they love that. But they're not family pets. But if they're for you, 100% are great. I love them. Buzz was a character, and he used to give his paw as well, which was, I taught him how to do that, which was fun. Okay, got to come down a little bit, and I'm just gonna start bringing these long strands up and in. So remember about your strokes and outwards as well. So start blocking in where all that fur is going to go. Yeah, so you got that nice soft edge. Okay, so just bring all those bits of fur up, and these ones have got to come down. So you kind of meet in the middle. Wow. See, I'd love that amount of time with a pet. I say it all the time. I want Chip to live forever. Okay, so I'm turning my pen or pencil quite frequently, but I need to resharpen again. So you have to keep it sharp, otherwise the strokes don't work. One day, Lozzie. One day. Why not? Okay, I'd love another dog, but that's if we move. You know, I wouldn't rule out moving, but now's not the time to buy and sell. It's going to be at a loss, isn't it? The market isn't going to be right now. So if we sold up and bought somewhere else, no one's buying at the moment. Come on. I'd love a house with a studio, because I don't have a studio. This isn't my dining table, and I have to set it up every time that I film. And a garden, and I'd love another Chihuahua for Chip, and I'd love a Basset Hound. I'd have 3 dogs, I think. 2 or 3 dogs. Okay. Let's put, this one's going to be quite dark, so just bring up loads of that into here, and then remember about these side bits. What are we doing for time? We've still got an hour, haven't we? That's okay. I'm just looking at time for Connie's stream at 7. We're at 6 now. Okay, so let's look at where I need this pumpkin orange. Oh, I love parrots so much. I love birds, period. Like owls. I look after a disabled crow outside. I give him bread all the time. Hoppy I've named, because he hops, because he's got one foot that doesn't work. It's like, you know, floppy. I've looked after him for about 6 years with his friend. He's always with his mate. And I just love birds. I love any birds, but budgies will always have a special place in my heart. I just love cockatiels. When I watch the videos of cockatiels and parrots, they have me in stitches. I just love them. They're so fun. If I wasn't having a child at some point, or I don't have the miracle of having a baby, then I would get another dog and maybe a bird. But child first, and see where I'm at with how many other little lives I can look after. I think, you know, I'm sort of in that mindset now of like wedding, baby, and I think it's hard to think about other little mini lives coming in at a time where I don't have like that mindset for it, so I'd rather wait. I'm not someone that's impulsive. I do research and stuff. Okay, so he's got this nice deep marmalade markings now. Now I need to bring in some sienna brown on very dark parts. Yeah, no, genuinely. Helly, my lovely, how are you? Okay, sienna brown. I genuinely have a crow outside. Andrew will tell you. I give him bags of bloody bread to go and give him. I'm like, go feed him. He needs some food. Okay, sienna brown. I'll have to film him and then I'll show you guys that he's the little hoppy, the disabled crow. Oh, let me turn that off. Sorry about that. Okay, let's put, I'm just looking at where I'm dark. Dark is here. And then we've got all these little tiny hairs. Okay, and then again, just bring some more in and just look at where your hairs are. Well, not yours. Oh my God, Lily Savage, I love that. Were they as outrageous as Lily then? That's so funny. Okay, let's bring in some. Okay, so then on the underneath is where the darkest areas are, aren't they? So now we need to block in some more of this. Now, I need to bring in white. Now, white is hard against pencils, it will just muddy, but you can block them in slightly with pencil. Remember, pencil is your guideline, so we'll have a go with that first, instead of going in with anything too strong. These little bits as well have to be, and we have to do the eyes, but they won't take long because they're the same colours. Marmalade's eyes are the same colours as his fur, isn't it? Honor. Okay. So we've got all these little tiny hairs that we need to bring in some yellow as well. So let's bring in, who's going to do Christmas in July? Who's celebrating Christmas in July? I have got my recorder set for all the cheesy Christmas Hallmark movies because they start tomorrow on Movies 24 if you're in the UK and you've got that channel. Go to Movies 24. It's in like the 3 to 9s roundabout up there if you've got Sky. And you can get all the Hallmark movies all day, every day throughout July. I love it. And the Lifetime movies. I'm like, yes! I'm all over that like a rash. Okay. Now, we need a little bit of separation between the little face and the fur. So just go in with your pencil there. And then we need also to think about the ear. So I'm going to bring in a tiny bit of Deco Pink first. And then we'll sort out some highlights in the fur and some black. Now, if we go for Deco Pink, remember put your paper underneath. You can block in a little bit of that and then just fade it outwards so it's just like a slightly pinked ear. Same with that. Okay, and then we also need some peach, I think. Hold on, guys. Whoops. Yes, it's an actual thing. What, Christmas in July? Yeah. They do it on the telly. I'm not kidding. I promise. I'm not having you on. I'm not having you on. It is genuinely a thing. Okay, let me find. I need to find that colour now. Oh, I thought I had it out, but I didn't. Okay, bear with me. I thought, oh, never mind. Never mind. Can't find it. I'll just tell you the colour. Okay, so it is peach Prisma. Just peach. I can't find the card quick enough, so I'm just going to put some of that, just a little bit. If you come down to the little nails, they're so cute. Get the peach. Get that Deco Pink. And then we're gonna find the raspberry. Just slightly, and I mean minimal, with a very light hand. I'm just going to put a tiny little, like, you see, it's so minimal. And the same with this little bit on this ear. So just on the side of it, just a minimal bit, and blend that into that pink. Oh, I've missed what's happened. Oh, Helly, I hope she's okay. I have to scroll up. Bear with me, guys. Let me scroll up. Hold on. I don't want to miss what you said. His eyes are orange. Ah, that's a nice age, Robin. Thank you. That is such a good age. If he lives till like 19 and a half, 20, I would be I'd be so blessed. That is an amazing age. I'm sorry that you lost them, and I know we know that it's going to happen and time's going to come to an end, but to have them for that length of time is an absolute blessing. It says a lot as well about the care that your baby received. I love pets. Okay, so we're just putting in a little bit of highlight, and we're going to do nice little orange eyes on Marmalade, and then we'll block in some last minute details, and then we get our highlights in. Okay, so just little bits like that. Right, the eyes, we need black. Okay, let's go for the eyes then, and we'll go for the same colours. We'll go for some Goldenrod, I think, first. What do you say? Because we need the lightest, I think, before we go for the darkest. It's always good if I can actually find what I need, which never happens. Okay, let's go for Goldenrod if I can find it. That's Spanish orange. I don't need Spanish orange. I need Goldenrod. Where are you? Is that one? Yes. Found it. Thank you. Okay, Goldenrod. Let's go down. So we need that on the eyes, and I'm literally going to go over the entire thing. The underneath of the eyes on a cat, what colour is his on a... I know sometimes they're quite black. Like the lid, this bit here. Or is it oranged on Marmalade? Okay, so go over the entire thing. Now, the top's going to be naturally going to be my darker point. So you can block in the top a little bit. But we're going to come with oranges very shortly. And then we'll put in the highlights with a POSCA. Okay, so Goldenrod first. Let's go for mineral orange. And now I'm just going to bring in some of that. Yeah, Marmalade, this is based on Honor's mum's cat, but Honor raised Marmalade from a kitten, and I just fell in love, especially with his colours, because he's just pure ginger tabby, like solid ginger Kirsty. I'll show you the picture again in a minute. Okay, so just bringing in, and then you need a little bit of, we've got to put our highlights in, so don't worry too much. I'm going to bring in some pumpkin orange. So let's get that blocked in first, and then you come back to your goldenrod. He's got very gingery yellow eyes, so and then with your POSCA, I'm just gonna add in some highlights. And then I'm just going to get black. I'm literally just going to go around the edge a second. I'm going to put some highlights in the actual eye. Hold on. Sarah gone so quiet. What is happening? Okay, let's go for some in that eye. Hold on, let's go backwards a minute. Let's have a look. Yeah, all right. Right, what I'm going to do now is we need brown, a little bit more brown. Okay, let's get some dark brown just for a minute because we've got to put in some shadows and then we'll get our highlights. I'm not completely happy with the white on that bit, but let's take that down a little bit. You can just take that off and start again if you're not happy, which is what I've done. Right, let's get myself some dark brown. See, my cards all fell out and I actually haven't got them in order at the moment because they all fell out on the floor and I just put them all together. There we go. So we need some dark brown. And this is going to be on the mouth. We've got certain areas that seem darker than the rest. So let's go for some here. As I said, I can speed this up for anyone that does want to follow this. I'll download it, speed it, and then you've got the colour cards, and my rabbit trails are not in there, and I'll voice over for you, so it's not too bad. Just give me a week and I'll put that all together because I have got things that I'm also trying to get done. And as I said, I will do a sparkle session, and I'm going to name them like sparkle session 1, sparkle session 2, etc, etc when we go live, or a whip and chat with diamond painting. So I'll add that in for those of you that are interested in that. You know, they are not always that interesting because I don't live a very hectic life. I'm quite, you know me by now, I'm at home and I've got things that I need to talk about as well. Obviously I get off my chest, so it's going to be one of those sort of like mini things that you can listen to. It's what I say, grab a hobby, grab whatever you're doing, stick it on in the background and just listen to me blabber away. It's that kind of video, you know. Okay, but we are going to have an extra stream this week. I'll let you know on the day which day, but we're going to have an extra stream. And it will be a diamond painting stream this week. And on Saturday we'll be back at Pop Mango, and we might have something in there as well, depending on availability. So we'll play it by ear. I still can't do Fur Amazing, Lozzie. I'm not scared of it anymore. That's the difference. I used to be just petrified of doing it. Absolutely petrified. Okay, just need a tiny bit more of the orange, and then we'll put our highlights in. Nah, Kenny is amazing, isn't she? She's the mama of streams, she is. Cadmium orange hue. Let's get some of that. It's like a carrot. Let's put, you need to again go in the directions. Don't be afraid to put all these little lines in. That's what I used to be scared of. But actually, if you look at your drawing and just take a second, you've got all these tiny, get the little details in. I love you, Lozzie. You're just so funny. I will put, if you check my community tab, Angie, on that day, I'm trying to aim for Thursday, hon. So if not, it will be Friday at some point. But I'll let you know on the community. Do check community tabs. They're amazing. I usually stick stuff on there just in case. Like, yeah. I will let you know in advance of, like, say I was going on that afternoon, I'll put it on in the morning. Okay, these little tiny whiskers, all those tiny bits. So add that in. There we go. Okay, and then just look at where you need to add detail. So especially here. And don't forget, it's a colouring picture. It's not to be daunted. I used to tell myself that all the time. Oh my gosh, it doesn't even matter if it doesn't look realistic. It can look semi-realistic, which is what I'm heading for. Semi. We'll make it look semi-realistic. We don't have to be realistic. We can be semi. We're our own kind, aren't we? Thank you, Doris. As I said, honeys, if you do ever want to follow this, I do have them in there, and you won't have to listen to me blabber again because I'll do a voiceover for you. I'll download the video off YouTube. Okay, so if you go in here, like if I come down, you know, in this little part here, you see all these tiny hairs? Try and get them. So they look like tiny, tiny little... just so small, aren't they? Remember, on cats' faces, they've got these little tiny fur in different directions. So, because they're so small, just add them in, and you can add some around here as well. Just tiny, like that. So just very small. Okay. Right. Black and white are your last two things that you need. So a black pencil and a white Posca, but I also say grab a white in a pencil. The reason's that it can get you started. You can use a luminance, or where did I put my Lumi? Or a Prisma, it's fine. So grab a white, and that will get you started before you put down any Posca, because Posca's too harsh. So you need it super sharp, and your black super sharp. And let's see what we can do. Now this sometimes doesn't work on its own. You do need the Posca, but the Posca needs to be very fine. So try not to use anything other than the finest Posca, which is this one, 0.7 mm. It needs to be so. No, I don't. Just the Prismas are stored together and they're just the ones that I use all the time. That's why they're in cases. That is the size that you need. Anything thicker will not work. It just won't work. So with my Prismacolor, first off, I need to mark out where my highlights are going to be. Now, you just need to go over this a little bit. So you're going to use your Posca, but this is just, you need to use the very fine end and just plan out where you want your highlights. So it's going to come from here And all I'm doing is just paving the way of where I want my highlights to go for myself. So it's going to come down here. You don't really need to do it on her hand, but her hand would be done. That's why I would do her hand first. So you can spray it after, okay? And then up here, you need to plan where you want those. It's very fine, you can see it. It just gets you started. And it's easier for your POSCA as well, because you can just go fine with your POSCA. Okay, let's put them in. And then that bit actually needs just a tiny bit of there we go. Right, so is there any more highlights that I want to stick in? I'll probably do some in here. Let me just add a few. Just a few highlights. Okay, let's add. Right, then thanks, Kat. Okay. Thank you. Right, POSCA time. Now, I don't want to do this very thick, so I'm going to try and be as careful as possible. Turn your page if you must. I don't want to hover because it comes out thicker. So try and be as fine as possible, like, do you know? Oh, so sorry. This is a swordfish sharpener. It's like a crank one. I'll put it in the description. Let me just write that down. So you want the sharpener, paper, pencil colours. Anything else, let me know. Okay, turn your page. Again, be very careful. You want them as fine as possible. Okay, oh my god, I'm silent. Right, make sure that's working. Shake it. Alright, I'm going to turn, I'm going to turn, I'm going to turn. Okay, just upside down. Okay, if I come outwards. Hold on, was there any other highlights I had? Yeah, I had some small highlights. So, let's just see where I put them in. Just tiny, oh my gosh, so sorry about the silence. This is not me, what's going on? Okay, so I'm just trying to make sure I've got my highlights where I want them. Okay, so you just got little tiny bits there. Oh, of course I will. I'll take it for the screenshot for the thumbnail. Okay, right, I think apart from some black, so just get your black pencil and we're just gonna add in any bits that you want to make sure is like darker. And just very lightly make sure that you don't do too much. You just want to separate. There you go. just the little details. And the same with this little part as well. So if you're coming in with your details at the end, just make sure that they're very small because you don't want to add too much. This just gives you highlights, lowlights, which is just the contrast between what makes the end results differ. If you have them both, it will, it makes things stand out. Highlights and lowlights make things stand out. You're so funny. Okay, so it's just touching up details now. So I'm just getting my orange just to make sure that these whisker bits are in. And then just literally go over your work and see if there's any extras that you forgot to add in. Okay. There we go. Just going to grab my burnt ochre a second. And also, if you've got any grayscale, try and take it out, like with your colours. There we go. And that is our little marmalade. So we have used some pastel pencils to get all our colour blocking in, and then we have done our Prismas. Now I've done it slightly darker but not too much because I wanted more of a fuller effect with the ginger, because marmalade is more ginger. But if you're going to do the picture, I would suggest you do her first and do the cat, or if you do, leave the whiskers till last, just because you're going to go over the hand with the whiskers. But that is just more or less how I do fur with pastel pencils involved, just because if you're going to get a base down with fur, it's your starting and every point, I'd say, is you need a base. It's something that if you do watercolor bases as well, it's just something that helps. Right, obviously with a tutorial, you can achieve even more. And I told you, like I did the cat, but this is watercolor. And that's got a lot of white fur, but it's the same technique. So obviously this one's a lot deeper. This has had a tutorial, but you see all these tiny little strands and strokes. If you want to achieve the white, that's because it's on watercolor paper. See? With this, you've got the pastels and you're doing all those mini little lines and you've got all that detail in there, and it does coincide. It comes all together at the end. So you've got all these mini lines and you can even build up even more. So if you wanted to make it a bit darker, or you wanted to do a different tabby cat, like I did this one for my mum. Hold on. Hold on guys, so sorry. Let's get this up. I did this one for mum. There you go. And that was even more lines, and that had POSCA in it as well. So there's so many things that you can do with fur, and that also had distress inks, and that's another thing you can do. If you really wanted to start a base off, you can start a base off with distress inks. Ah, she'll love that, Rochelle, bless you. But yeah, I really did enjoy that. So if you want to keep building on it, or you want to get a darker colour, like I would suggest sienna brown, burnt ochre, or dark brown. And the browns are what enhance, yellow bases always enhance the oranges. I don't know why, they just do. I think it just brings it out brighter. But if you wanted to add little bits more, or you wanted to go in with some more details with tiny little hairs, I would go in with these colours, especially burnt ochre. Burnt ochre with all those oranges can really enhance stuff. So it depends on your subject. If you want to do tabby cats, get all your browns, get some ochre tones, etc. It's all up to you, but those mini lines are what does it. No, she doesn't. But really enjoyed that. What I am doing as well, I know you guys want to see, is This is the one that I'll try and get on in the week with. Was the diamond painting. So I've started I Choose You. So I've got it on an easel so I can sit up with it. But look at that sparkle. Can you see the sparkle? It's amazing, isn't it? So this is the one that I'll get on in the week with. Just look at all that. It's a round drill. And this is all like the shine. Look at those ABs. It's amazing. Can you see those ABs? Those super shiny ones. So this is the one that I started. This is the one that I'll come on in the week with. So it's the Aladdin and Jasmine one. So I've done one section. So the next section we'll be doing, probably do one square. So I might do that, start that square off, and I'll leave this square for the stream as well. Isn't it gorgeous? So I'm loving this. So I'll do a sparkle session probably Thursday, if not it would be Friday. But isn't it gorgeous? I just love it so much. I'm enjoying it so much as well because I've got it on an easel, so I'm not like my neck's not down, and I've got like clothes pegs holding it. I don't even care. And I rolled up, you know, that sort of A1 paper to hold it, and I sit there with the like easel up like this. So I'm going to have to set the camera up a little bit differently when we do this one. And yeah, I'll come on in the week with this and show you, you know, for beginners, because I'm a beginner really. I'm not a pro or anything, and I'll section off with you and show you what I do, and we just have a little chat. I think it's lovely. Like, if you're into diamond painting and you like little whip and chats and you like to grab your arts and crafts and listen along, I think that'll be a good one, don't you? But yeah, I am so happy you enjoyed that, and I hope that, although I did trail off so much, that you enjoyed it as well. I will be on Saturday anyway, but it will either be Thursday or Friday. I'll definitely 100% promise you now, I will get on in the week with the diamond painting. I will let you know though. Yeah, okay. Right, that's it for today. I'm done for today. I can't believe how quick it goes. It goes so quick. It's crazy, doesn't it? But I enjoyed every minute with you guys, as I always do. And if you're watching this back, thank you so much for watching it back and joining as well. I always have a lovely time. I always enjoy myself, and I always feel like I've had some sort of productive day, which is the perfect thing. And don't forget, you have the July hashtag starting tomorrow, which is the July double page party. So that's over on Instagram, any double pager. You also have a colour marathon, which is happening now. So Monday the 29th, which was yesterday, to Sunday. So you have the colour every day. Oh, thank you, honeys. Thank you, Rebel. So make sure you colour every day. Every day, just 10 minutes. It doesn't matter what you do. You could do a shell, you could do a circle, you could do a picture, you could do anything, but make sure you colour every single day. And don't forget, we still have the colouring checklist, so you can access that via the description. It's there. You've got the colouring checklist challenge, you've got this week you have to colour every day, and you have the July hashtag, and there is already so many people that are doing hashtags, so go check them out on Instagram. Passionista, Colourista, our lovely Isabel, she will put them up tomorrow on her Instagram if everybody's tagged in, so be sure to go check it out. And also Christmas in July. So lots of love. I enjoyed every minute with you as usual. I will see you next stream, but I'll see you also in Connie's if you're heading over there after. Lots of love, everyone. Take care.